Thanks to Sharon, Matthew and the team at Living In for that selection of properties around May Beach and Southport. Now let's take an even closer look at the property world with Todd's Bricks and Mortar segment.
Well, whatever you do in real estate, interest rates are likely to have a major impact. The big question always is, which way are they headed? Interest rates generally reflect the health of the economy, with the Reserve Bank lowering rates when times are bad or lifting them when times are good, to either increase or reduce the amount of money we have to spend. The Australian economy has been doing rather well of late, to the extent that the Reserve Bank has become a bit concerned about inflation and has been increasing rates to slow things down a little. Last week, the Reserve upped the cash rate from 3.75% to 4%. Mortgage lenders have been pretty quick to pass this on to borrowers, so if you have a variable mortgage, it's a fair bet that your repayments just went up. Most commentators are saying that this rise is unlikely to be the last for the year, with many tipping a cash rate of 4.5% or higher by the end of 2010. What you pay, the bank interest rate, will be higher than that, reflecting the cost of funds to the bank and, of course, the bank's profit margin. Historically, however, that's not a high interest rate, as you can see from this graph. For most of us, a mortgage is a long-term commitment, so it's worth taking a longer-term view when you're signing up. Rates have been a lot higher than they are today, in the mid-90s for example, and if you're taking out a typical 25-year loan, are likely to be higher than they are today again before you've paid it off. That means you need to be able to service a loan with a higher interest rate. A typical bank rate of just under 7% on a $300,000 mortgage, what you'd pay today, monthly repayments of principal and interest will be about $2,100. However, if the interest rate goes up to 9%, you're looking at repayments on the same loan of over $2,500, which can make quite a difference to the household budget, especially if you're not prepared for it. Trends can change, but at the moment we seem to be looking at a strengthening Australian economy, a strengthening property market, and as a result, at least slowly rising interest rates. It's all pretty good news, but if you're taking out a new loan, you should be taking at least slightly higher interest rates into account.
Thanks, Todd. As ever, a great insight into the world of real estate. Now let's head to Runaway Bay and look at the Harmony Broadwater development and the B1G1 concept. Haven't heard of it? Well, let's take a look.